Okay, so let's start looking at the tools. So with the tools, you'll notice that you can slide up from the bottom left and right corners. The first part is a Wi-Fi. Now, our Wi-Fi is turned off because we are accessing the panel with an Ethernet cable. There is a hotspot, which you could turn on. What that does is it allows a visiting colleague to come and be able to project up using the internet onto the panel by using the hotspot. Then you have some settings and obviously to close it down. Here we have 10 different tools, and there are also an additional 3 if we swipe off to the left. Below that, see, we have the volume, which can be adjusted, and the brightness. The A to the right of the brightness, if we tap that, this is an automatic brightness. So what that does is it will adjust the brightness based upon the light in the room. Let's start looking then at the actual tools themselves. So the calendar we looked at earlier. The timer, there is a countdown timer and a stopwatch built in. This app or tool allows you to move it wherever, and it will also sit on the top of anything that you're projecting. So whether it be a game, whether it be the whiteboard, whether it be the browser, whether it be a Word file, whatever it is, it will sit on the top. You'll notice that we have the stopwatch, which obviously counts how long it's going to take someone to do something. With the timer, let's change that to say 5 seconds. And then when I click on the arrow, then what you'll notice is that it will count it down. It does play a bell, but you probably won't be able to hear because it is quite quiet. Clicking on reset will then stop the bell. Now notice in the top left-hand corner, there is a box with 4 arrows. So what that does is it makes it full screen. So let's go again and we'll change it to 5 seconds, clicking on the play and then on that box, and you'll see that we have the full screen. Clicking on reset will then take it back to the original size. In the top right-hand corner, there is a box with a cross in it, and what that does is it will close it down. The next app is the crop. Crop is a screenshot. You are able to increase the size of it by going into the corners and just moving it. You can also use a full screen screenshot. The magnifier, it allows you to magnify information. See a circle on the screen? It has a blue circle around it, and the information inside it is large. It's been magnified. You can put your fingers inside and actually expand that again, so that's even louder. There is an option with the little menu that displays that you are able to then take the background away, and also you can make it into a square. Source allows you to see the source menu that we looked at earlier. Blu-ray is a Blu-ray or a blue light filter. So it's not Blu-ray like we typically would think of it as, but it's there to be user-friendly on the eyes. Lock lets you lock the panel. So if we do that, you'll notice that the touch and keyboard are locked. And to unlock it, we need to put in a password. Now, the password that we put in are 4 zeros. The next one along random is a random number generator. You are able to then create teams. So if you have 20 students in your class, you could create 4 teams of 5 children. Recording lets you record the movement on the panel. So it will create a video that you could then send out as an email, or you could save it on as a file for that student to prove that they can actually do that work. Screen off is used to take the display off. So it actually shuts the display. There is a button on the actual panel itself. If you tap the on button, the power button quickly, it will then turn the display off and turn it back on again. You can also use that on the remote. There is right-hand side, there is like an option there with a monitor with a line through it, and that will also work to display, turn it on and off. The actual sensor for the remote is over in the bottom left-hand corner of the panel. The last 3 are really lots of fun. So the curtain, you can have things that are hidden behind it, and then you're able to show them. So you may have a document behind with a number of questions. So you could, for example, click on the question, and then you can sort of do that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, and so on. So you can do that sort of thing. The other thing you could use this for is if you have an important announcement that you might want to display or show, then you could have it behind, and then when you're ready, like the student of the week or something like that, you can then, ta-da, and you can show that particular award. Okay, the next one then is a spotlight. What it does is it will automatically show a black background, and it has a circle. You can make the circle bigger, and you can move the circle around. It is absolutely wonderful for focus so that the children only look at that particular area on the panel and not get distracted by other things that are around it. Scale is really like a zoom, so it allows you to zoom in and out to make things larger or smaller.